This Royal Giant deck is currently top 5 in the world right now, being run by this lovely gentleman right here. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to play this deck and have success with it. Enjoy the video. Facing off against Starfruit Ninja as our first opponent of the day. You already know how we're going to start off the game with the bomber in the back. We want to play our evolutions as quickly as possible. And when you're starting off and you need to know like the first play of the game, you want to play your cards based off importance, and also like probably don't play your Royal Giant first play because that's how you get counter pushed and lose instantly. So probably don't use your Little Prince either because he's like your staple defensive unit. So I would use something like maybe the Rage or the Goblins or the Bomber. Those are my 3 for the starting hand. And so we're facing off against Lava Hound. The strategy here being pretty much I can't defend a Lava Loon. I have nothing in this deck that can defend a balloon behind a lava. So what we're going to do is apply pressure the whole game so that he can't go in with the Lava Loon, because that would be very difficult to stop. So I'm just not going to let him do it. We're going to apply pressure with Giant Skellies, Royal Giants, Little Prince, Rage, you name it. And I like the spot we're in. We're low-key tied, and this is a kind of nice little spot for the beginning of the game. I'm going to apply pressure with this giant skeleton here. We are trying to get him to cycle cards to try and use his Inferno Dragon. He uses a Knight. He's going to have to play something else though, because I don't believe the Knight full counters the giant Skelly. He might? Okay, he clearly thinks it doesn't, so he might be right. Goes with the minions. We go with the Royal Giant because he doesn't have enough elixir. He was 1 card off of his Inferno Dragon, I believe. So we're still going to get a ton of damage. And as soon as I hit 3 elixir, I'm actually going to take these arrows here, which may or it's up for debate, honestly. Yeah, because he goes with balloon. So I mean, if you think we could have maybe just defended a balloon with a Mother Witch, I don't think we could have. I think he would have just like dealt with the Mother Witch, and he would have gotten a hit anyways. So I'd rather just tower trade in that spot, so I don't have to keep going in that lane. It's much easier for him to take a tower than for me, I think, because all he has to do is balloon snowball, and I've got to get a whole fat ass across the arena. Excuse me for my language. But anyways, the Little Prince coming in here with the Giant Skelly. We're actually just going to get some more meat on the board with this Guardian, just to kind of distract his units for longer and keep our Little Prince alive. That's the whole goal. Keep the Little Prince alive as long as we can, because he is going to wrap up these lavas. As you can see though, what we mentioned earlier in the game, applying pressure, is clearly working right here. And so what we're going to do is go Giant Skeleton once again, so he's forced to play defense, and we can kind of let this Mother Witch go ahead and take out his push. And we go arrows here to take out these minions. Unfortunately, Giant Skelly doesn't make it to the tower, but it is going to be alright. We'll take a little bit of damage. We're getting very close to too much damage, but I still like this spot. Mother Witch. Ooh, the Mother Witch. I wanted the piggy, but I didn't get the piggy. We are going to get this bomber on the tower, though. Ooh, 1 hit. 2 hit. Okay, I like that. And the piggies are breaking through. They're going to get some slaps on the tower as well. Nice. So we're just going to Royal Giant. And I don't know how he's going to respond to this. Oh, let me rage it. Goblins too. Just, yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, hey, Royal Giant rage in the pocket when they don't have a building. Let's go, baby. GG. I love facing decks with no buildings, personally. I think it's a much more pleasant experience, although we do see the wall breakers, so we're not going to be playing a guy with no building. Oh my god, what am I doing? What am I doing? What was it? That wasn't even close. I mean, it literally wasn't even close. We're going to take a King Tower activation here, but we're also going to take like 1,000 damage, over 1,000 damage. So, yeah, my god. Okay. I'm going to pop this ability low key. He goes with the arrows. He's got to respond to the Little Prince. He goes Mighty Miner. Oh. Whew, this is going to be rough. This is going to be rough. We're only down 1,000 after the blunder at the beginning, which I kind of think is okay. I mean, I think it's, obviously I would rather not be down 1,000 damage, but I'm kind of feeling it. I'm kind of feeling good about this matchup, because we do have, in case you didn't know, it is Evo Recruits, Mighty Miner, Bridge Spam. I guess you can call it Bridge Spam. It's more like Spell Bait, but it's like the same thing. You spam the bridge and you bait out spells. There you go. He's got a bunch of Swarm cards, a bunch of annoying cards you place at the bridge, and it's going to be hard to defend. However, I think a good Mother Witch interaction could win us the game. And as long as I'm smart, we can save our spells for his Firecracker and have a pretty nice time taking out the Firecracker. So I'm actually not going to go in here because I don't have my arrows. So there's no point. The firecracker would just get endless value. We're actually going to pop this ability here, try and kill this firecracker, or get him to spend elixir protecting it. He does neither. Oh, well, that doesn't make sense. What am I talking about? I'm just off of it this game. Okay, rage doesn't counter wall breakers. Good to know. I'm used to playing like a zap on the wall breakers and killing him, so that doesn't work. But a bit sloppy early on. It's very easy to make mistakes with this deck, as you can see. But we're going to lock in double elixir. It's a lot easier in double elixir. Because I don't know. The game kind of ironically goes slower in double elixir. You can kind of think of more general strategies, I think. Because we know he's going to try and load up opposite lanes, usually recruits. We're going to get a good ability here, and we're going to go bomber. And so pretty much what I'm doing right here is I'm clogging up one lane with my giant skelly, and then I'm going to use the Mother Witch on when he inevitably pushes into the left lane, or the opposite of the giant skelly lane. And now we've got a dual lane push here, because he uses his Mighty Miner, and he's low on elixir. And now he's got to deal with this. I'm actually going to rage here to get these goblins low, and we can actually hit this little prince ability. He has the arrows, and it's just that easy. It's that easy. All we need is an arrows rage. We pretty much, any bridge spam deck or any swarm deck, you're going to be able to clog up a lane, an entire lane with the giant skelly. And after that, all you have to do is use the Mother Witch on his swarm cards or whatever. And as you can see here, we are going to effectively end this right here with the arrow spell. So GG's. Started off sloppy. I'm very sorry for that. I promise I will not be that sloppy anymore. But we managed to steamroll him anyway. So GG. All right, we got Bowie. All right, well, whatever. Raging one side, arrowing the other. 5 elixir for 2 elixir, baby. I don't know why I did that. I guess I just don't want to take the damage. And I kind of had a weird hand. So, you know, it's kind of fine. Still no bomber, which is really unfortunate. I like to play the bomber as soon as I physically can, so we can get a good cycle, but it's all right. We want our evos, you know. We're going to use the bomber, and that should wrap all that up. Nice. So that's a decent start to the game. We know what he's playing now, and I'm actually going to apply the dual lane pressure here really early in this game, which I kind of like. We're going to use this ability as well because the little prince should kill the Tesla. And now he's going to have to deal with this. We're actually going to rage and get this guardian to the tower, hopefully. The rage makes the guardian go faster, but unfortunately he can't beat out the miner and the ice spirit. I'm just going to cycle the goblins in the back at 10 elixir. The timing there is crazy. The timing is crazy. We're going to go Royal Giant in the back because we are facing a cycle deck. So it's going to be very easy for him to defend a Royal Giant. We're going to need to be pretty cool with how we do our E-Giants, like chill. Oh, we nerf that card, dude. Come on. We're going to need to be chill and patient and slow with when we go in with our Royal Giants. Be patient. Ooh, that is a nice cross-court hit by that bomber right there. We're going to get this ability off. Ooh, ooh, the Royal Delivery got pushed back, and so we get plenty of Guardian damage right there. We'd love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. The Guardian is broken. The little prince is broken. The whole thing is broken. But yeah, we got to be patient. Royal Giant is very hard to get through a cycle deck like this when they have buildings, logs, ice spirits. You know, it's difficult, especially, God forbid, little princes. So you got to be patient, and we've got to make sure we're going to try and use this strategy here where we try and cycle back to another Royal Giant. Ooh, this little prince ability is going to hit nice. We're not going to get the ice spirit, I don't think. Yeah, he jumps over, but this is still nice. We killed the wall breakers. We're going to try and get a second Royal Giant down in the opposite lane, although I kind of didn't really cycle many cards because I had to go with the little prince ability. Although, I mean, this is kind of... Can we move? Can we move? Oh, beautiful rage. We pre-hit the skellies there, and now we can just go with another Royal Giant behind our giant skelly. We can go with a bomber here as well, Evoed edition, so he's going to get some hits on the tower. Beautiful. And the giant skelly makes it to the tower. GG's. That's the strategy against cycle decks. Basically, you want to go Royal Giant in the back, get to your second Royal Giant, and just steamroll them. I mean, that's how it works in a lot of matchups. Facing off against Shadow X here. Jeez, that's ominous. This guy, bro, thinks he's Cardi. We're just going to get Mother Witch Val. Okay, well, at least we can see the miner coming from a ways away, so we have time to use the goblins to predict. Because obviously he's using the miner on the Mother Witch. Come on. Like, It's a pretty simple play to see. And so we're facing what looks like another swarm deck, although this time it could be Mega Knight bait, given the Skelly Barrel is only used in one deck in all of Clash Royale, and that is Mega Knight bait. So I'm not a genius. Unfortunately, I'm not a genius. I did not just prophesize his deck being Mega Knight bait. We're just using context clues. And so here, we're actually going to use... I wish my water bottle would stop popping. It's kind of lame. He has a giant... or Mega Knight. Oh! The Spear Golems disappeared. Nice. We're actually going to use the Rage here. Literally, like, the whole goal... I know I'm not going to get damage. I just kind of want to kill his Mega Knight so I don't have to spend anything on defense. And so we're down 600 damage, but I kind of like this spot. Just because now I know his deck, I'm not down too much elixir, and I can spend the... pretty much the rest of this time formulating a game plan. So we're going to use the Mother Witch again on this. I'm going to switch up the position just in case he pre-minored. He doesn't, although he is going with the miner again here. And we're actually going to Royal Giant. He is low. He went Skelly Barrel Miner Zap. So we're actually going to get a little bit of damage here. I think it's 3 Royal Giant hits. No, it's just 2. Just 2, but that puts us back in range of the lead right here. We're actually up 11 damage. Woo, 11 damage. We're gonna use unfortunately we have to waste the Evo Bomber here, and we're gonna have to use the Mother. Jeez, dude, I really wish I didn't have to spend that much elixir on that, but it is what it is, man. We kind of had to. We're gonna rage up here just to get rid of these Spear Goblins. Get a nice little piggy hit. I'm actually I'm gonna wait for a second here. We're gonna get good arrows value. We're gonna go Bomber. He's literally playing all of his cards at the bridge. Beautiful. Freaking Einstein over here. We're actually... Our left tower is looking a bit too low. I don't like that. We took a lot of damage on that left tower. So we can get a nice rage spell here. He doesn't go miner, presumably because he knows we can just use a spell there. Why did we just Inferno Dragon the back? Hello? Hello? Oh, the Evo Bomber! Oh my god, the Evo Bomber's hitting the tower! What the... Evo Bomber's broken. Okay, I have no idea why we just Inferno Dragon the back. That just made this whole process a lot smoother. We were basically going to do the same thing we just did for the rest of the game, except make sure to protect our Mother Witch and Little Prince and take out his Eye Drags. But he made it really easy for us by randomly going Eye Drag in the back. Yay. Okay, Mini Freak. And I thought the last guy was weird. He was trying to be Cardi. This guy's name is Mini Freak in all caps. Jeez. He's got the cannoneer too. So we're going to exploit that with the goblins first play. And we actually force out Skelly Drags, which is interesting. Normally don't see that too often. We're going to use a giant Skelly here, which is kind of weird, but I just want to be aggressive early in the game because I can. And because we have a counter push. So might as well, right? Just see what he's playing, get some good damage. And speaking of good damage, we are now up 1,400 damage. We got 700 from the piggies, but he's running cannoneer, so we automatically start up damage. And so we just get a ton from the piggies there. That's beautiful. I mean, I don't know how the game's going to go, but obviously this could be game-changing. This could win us the game right there with that damage. Speaking of damage, there was a goblin giant, and there's no way in hell he doesn't have something for the goblins. Yep. Oh, so about that damage lead. Yeah, that damage lead is gone. Although we will get some more piggy hits in the left lane. So we're actually going to... I think that gets like 500, 600, maybe more. Yeah, that's a lot of piggy damage over there. That's actually a lot. Oh my gosh, that's like 700. That's 800. It's almost 900 damage there. We're gonna use the giant Skelly to tank for these Skelly Drags again. I don't feel like wasting my spells. Oh, come on, bro, come on. We're just gonna go Royal Giant because he did show he used both of his support cards. He might have, yeah, recruits for this, but I mean Rage plus the Evo. I'm actually not gonna Rage this. I'm gonna Goblins instead. Because I just realized that the Bomber's, you know, the Bomber's doing his thing. He just kind of, you know, casually took half of his tower. And I'm sure the Royal Giant would probably like to take credit for that. But we're going to go up 200 damage. Respectable, not respectful. I'm playing Royal Giant Skelly Giant, come on. We're going to rage up this tower here to try and prevent him from taking. Just because, you know, I'd rather him work a little bit harder to take this tower. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, we can go Mother Witch. We can arrows this real quick. I'm just going to try and defend as well as I can. I know I can pretty much just take tower with a Royal Giant, because he doesn't have a way to stop, besides the Fisherman, the Royal Giant from getting one hit on the tower. But I'm not even sure the Fisherman stops one hit from the Royal Giant. We're going to go Bomber over here. Unfortunately, this is not looking amazing. We're going to have to arrows here. And I believe that stops the Skelly Drags from taking, which is kind of good. We're now going to use this opportunity to go with the Royal Giant at the bridge. And we're going to be able to take his tower because he doesn't have anything to stop. He fireballs. Got a Little Prince coming in. We got goblins. He's not going to be able to arrow or do anything to these goblins because he has to respond to my push over on the King Tower, which is now on the Princess Tower because of that Fisherman. Thank you, Fisherman. I appreciate it. He arrows. Okay. So Goblin, he can go Goblin Giant at any time, but how does he stop the Royal Giant Rage? Flashbacks to the first game of the video. Starfruit Ninja. Shout out to Starfruit Ninja. W. Shout out to Starfruit Ninja for the plays. RG Rage the pocket, baby. RG Rage the pocket, baby.